No! 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 No!
The Odyssey had so many awesome scenes. Like, if I were to sit here and ask you what was your favorite scene from the movie, I feel like there's no wrong answer to that question, unless you were to sit here and tell me
A trick!
he wasn't even that bad, okay? It's just the memes are pretty funny. But seriously, I mean, I feel like there's a real argument for so many scenes. All of the Cyclops stuff is awesome. The Cersei stuff, I mean, are you kidding me? When Odysseus comes back and sees his freaking dog, like, the battle with the giants. Bro, like, I keep thinking of stuff as I'm sitting here talking. When he strings the freaking bow, when he plucks that shit, bro, literally all the Trojan horse stuff. I forgot about all of that. When they recontextualize that scene and he gets his Oppenheimer moment, I mean, like, I legit could go on, and I'm sure some of you guys are like, what the heck, you're forgetting this scene. Like, how are you not mentioning this? And that's what I'm saying, this movie has so many different individual scenes that on their own, like, are the stars of any other movie. But if we're being so for real, the scene that stood out the most to me, above all of these awesome scenes, that was firing on a technical level, a narrative level, and was just so unique, was easily for me the Siren song. Play that shit. I have no idea how much I can play without getting a copyright strike, but I'm going to try to play as much of it as I can. That song's ridiculous. The scene with the Siren song, I mean, I'm making a video about it. Like, it was ridiculous. All of these other scenes that I mentioned are complicated in their own technical level. And I'm not saying the siren scene isn't complicated, but I mean, look, for these other scenes, I'm talking about freaking a large practical Cyclops that they built, and then they added CGI to that. I'm talking about forced perspective with the giant scenes and having to cast 7-foot-tall stunt doubles. On paper, the siren scene is one of the more straightforward and simple scenes. You're on a boat, you have guys putting some wax in their ears, and the most complicated part of it all is you've got some stunt actors on the side of like a rocky kind of cliff area. But that is it. And I'm telling you, it is miles above the other scenes in the movie. It is. I tell you, when I came back and my roommate was playing the siren song, I mean, that's when I knew this scene was something special. I would say this scene and the recontextualizing of the Trojan horse scene do so much for the film. And I think come award season, both of these scenes will help the Odyssey so much, because it's easy to get lost in this big epic with cyclopses and monsters. But when you have scenes like this that are stripped of all of the war and armor, and that are just focused on the words being translated from paper to screen. I love how everything goes quiet and then the most gut-wrenching music just starts to creep in. How do you depict something like the siren song? I don't even know where to begin. This extremely vague and simple piece of music was perfect. Matt Damon in this scene was awesome. He went from crying in joy to crying in agony within seconds. Odysseus says the siren song is all the things you want it to be, and then all the things you wished you never wished for. Bro, he says, told you what you most want is what you most can't have. I mean, bro, that like... And I know I just said it, but is it not awesome that in a movie with all of this shit going on, so many... It's a Nolan movie with CGI. Like, is that not crazy? There's CGI in this movie. That shows you how big some of these scenes are. This simple scene with just a score from Ludwig and Matt Damon just delivering a monologue is the best scene. I've seen the Odyssey twice now. I saw it on 35 and I saw it on 70mm IMAX. And both times, honestly, I walked out kind of being like, this wasn't Ludwig's best work. Not that the score was bad, but my brother made this point where it low-key gets muddied in with the rest of the film. It's not like Oppenheimer where you're sitting there and you're like listening to the score. It's like you're watching the Odyssey and you're kind of just watching what's on screen, and it's just kind of this, you know, melodic, soft kind of background music being played. Like, for instance, you walk out of Sinners and you're like, okay, yeah, that was the score. Like, that was awesome.
But before the sun went down,
early in this morning.
Shit, even the Tenet score is pretty awesome. Travis Scott cooks on that one, okay? I was dissing on Travis Scott earlier, but he cooks in the Tenet score.
I told you you'd have to start looking differently at the world.
But all this being said, this damn siren song, I take it back. Also, that damn Troy score, the Troy song is the stuff, yeah. Also, just because he's in this scene, I have to talk about him, but Himesh Patel was incredible. He was in like none of the marketing for the Odyssey. I didn't even know he was in this film. Same thing with Mia Goth. I mean, bro, she just showed up. But he seriously has a ton of runtime, and I just think in scenes like this and just throughout the film, he just stole the show. So he's another part of what makes this scene awesome. The Trojan horse scene was awesome. I remember when it dropped during the sneak peek before Avatar. You could watch in IMAX the Trojan horse scene. But what I'm trying to say is when I think of the Odyssey, I think of that. Like, I think of the Trojan horse displayed outside of AMC City Walk right now. I think of these big set pieces. If we're gonna go through Odysseus' journey, I'm not picking the damn sirens as like the coolest part of the journey. Are you kidding me? Like, give me the Cyclops all day. Give me the Trojan horse. I mean, I know that's before the journey, but give me that. Give me the giants. Give me Circe. Bro, the sirens are probably like the lamest one besides the whirlpool, because that shit was stupid. But this is just Chris Nolan doing his thing. It's like with Oppenheimer. Somehow you become invested in a black and white period piece jumping between the past and present film about J. Robert Oppenheimer. Yeah, I mean, it was awesome. I'm seated. It's the same thing with this. I guess my question to you guys would be, what do you think of Odyssey? When I first watched it, that was a 4 out of 5 on Letterboxd. I thought it was solid. I was not teetering on any 3.5. It was a definite 4, but I didn't really have any wiggle room above 4. It was good, not great. But on my second watch, and yes, my second watch was 70mm IMAX. I know, of course, it's going to be better on in an experience like that regardless. But I seriously walked out of the theater enjoying the film so much more, not just because of the experience, but because of what I watched. I think it was just knowing the story more and just letting it unfold. That being said, I still think I'm taking Oppenheimer. I mean, obviously you've got other Nolan movies, which I'll hear you out, but when comparing Oppenheimer and Odyssey, there's that clear better one.